in 6. Noah Lyles in 7 from the United States and representing the Bahamas.
Well, Alonzo Edward, second in the World Championships in 2009 to Usain Bolt.
This is Adrian, well,
Ian
this
Carr
is Adrian Carr
from the Bahamas. And here is Lyles. Here is the man of the moment, 1931 man.
That was Ian Carr. Adrian Carr is in 1. This is Noah Lyles in 7.
Went to T.C. Williams High School in Virginia. Now part of Pure Athletics. His coach Lance Brauman told me yesterday that he's ahead of schedule compared to last year's training. Ran 1931 to win the World Champs last year in Eugene.
Obviously ready for this. This is Zarnell Hughes, very tall fella, coming out of 6.
European champion at 200 last year. Olympic finalist in the 100 in 2021.
Brendan Rodney is on his inside in lane 5.
Canadian gold medalist on the 4x1 last year. Trains at Sprint Tech with Maurice Wilson. Lecturer there as well.
Rashid Dwyer will come up on your screen now. He's in lane 4.
Commonwealth champion in 2014. Silver in the Pan Am 2015. Olympic finalist at 200 in 2021 in Tokyo.
This is Eric Harrison Jr. from Trinidad and Tobago.
2 bronze medals in the World Juniors for the United States 2018. Runs for his family's home country, Trinidad and Tobago now.
Alonzo Edward is in lane 2, represents Adidas.
Wow, the Panamanian, second to Bolt in the World Champs in 2009 in Berlin. Still going 14 years later.
And in lane 1, Adrian Carr, representing Motorcade Track Club.
One Class 3 200 for Kingston College, runs for the Motorcade Track Club. His coach, a former KC athlete, and here has made progress this season, but missed champs because of injury. Final
event of the 5th staging of the Races Grand Prix here at the National Stadium. Adrian Carr in 1, Alonzo Edward in 2, Eric Harrison Jr. in 3, Rashid Dwyer in 4. There's Rashid. Brendan Rodney in 5, Zarnell Hughes in 6, Noah Lyles is in 7, and Ian Carr is in 8. That's Noah Lyles on your screen. And here once again is the outstanding Spencer Darlington.
So the final event on the program, the men's 200.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and please don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for your unwavering support and continue doing so. So in today's episode, we are going to venture into one of the most interesting races ever witnessed. I'm talking about the ever intensifying global 200-meter rivalry. Please stay tuned in, and all credit goes to the original broadcaster of this video.
On Noah Lyles, the reigning world champion, running out of lane 7. Set, off they go. Very, very good start by Lyles. Rashid Dwyer is there as well. Noah Lyles, fabulous transition into the straightaway. He looks good. Zarnell Hughes is running a big race as well. But Noah Lyles steps on the accelerator. The 2-time world champion is imperious, unstoppable, and unbeatable here. 19.68. Wow, that is a stunning performance. 1968, new world leading. What a way to lay down the gauntlet.
1967.
1967 by the 2-time world champion Noah Lyles. He came here to deliver, and he has delivered the goods in no uncertain terms with a stunning performance. 1967. What a way to bring the curtain down on the 5th staging of this meet. Hughes in second. That's Zarnell Hughes taking second. Excellent run by him as well. And Rashid Dwyer back in third. 2014 and 2095 for Hughes and Dwyer respectively.
Impressive is the world champion. You can see why he's won that gold medal 2 times and an Olympic bronze as well. Puts on a real show for the fans who stayed through the rain and the delays and came back and watched brilliant sprinting by him. Got the lane draw he wanted, wide to the outside, curve not quite as sharp, and came off the turn flying. Hughes putting a punch down the stretch, but the world champion, too much for everybody tonight at 19.67. Second look, there he is, just one in from the inside. goes past Carr, the Bahamian, on the outside lane in a flash and pulls Hughes with him through the curve. Then he turns into the straightaway. Seems to crouch down a little bit, but then when he gets sight of Hughes in the peripheral wing mirror, hits top gear and blows away to win in 19.6.
Well, it's been fast in Miami. Are we going to end up in day 2 with another very quick sprint race? 200 meters. They've got a slight following wind. It's all beautifully set up here. 8 points for Tamari Davis from that 100. Look great. Can she produce something in the 200? Can Melissa Jefferson Wooden take the slam again against the better 200 meter runners this time? We've had additions to this. Great race. Daryl Nita is one of our racers and knows that she really needs to step up here if she wants to get in amongst the big money. The Brit is certainly capable of doing that. Brittany Brown, medalist in Paris, medalist at the World Championships back in Doha 2019, running well. Wasn't as sharp in the 100 as she would have liked. Was Gabby Thomas close enough? She was 4th. Big favourite to win this 200. What happens behind her if she does win? Where do the others finish? How many points are they going to get? What about Favour of Feely, the Nigerian? Might be a little bit tougher in lane 3, but she's a good 200 meter runner as well. 21.96. Not many get under 22 seconds. She's done it in her career and has already been pretty sharp this season. Jaisha Sears, she's going to be in lane 2. It'll wait for the crowd, and every one of these athletes is running for good money as well, even for Kayla White right on the inside. We'll be able to see everybody, see the whole race unfolding ahead of her.
Set.
Clean break from everybody. Good start from Nita. Jefferson Wooden moving, but look at Gabby Thomas has already taken yards out of Brittany Brown, and Jefferson Wooden is going well around that bend. Has run a superb bend, Jefferson Wooden. Gabby Thomas is right there in the mix, but look at this, they've taken it to her, and now on the outside, Davis is storming through. Who's going to take this? It's going to be pretty close on the line. It's going to be Thomas though. Thomas gets it. 21. Yes, 21.95. The wind is legal this time. A sub-22 clocking for Thomas, but our slam champion is going to be Jefferson Wooden, because Davis, although she's come second, is it going to be Davis? No, because you don't get the same points.
You have to, with the win, you get a bonus. Yep.
12.86, and she knows it. Jefferson Wooden. Do you know what? It's not a personal best for Gabby Thomas, because this is her event. Davis, personal best. Jefferson Wooden, personal best.
I think she changed up a little bit, right?
For that.
She did. Like I said, in lane 4, it's a little bit tougher for someone as tall as Gabby Thomas, but it's funny how things change up a little bit. People usually look up at the scoreboard to see their times, but now they're looking at the points. They want to know if they have enough points to win the slam, and Melissa Jefferson Wooden coming out with another slam championship. The first person to defend their slam championship.
At this point, who's going to win?
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it was tight for Gabby around that turn in lane 4, and she didn't come off the turn in front. She had to use her maintenance, those long legs, to get through to the line before everyone else. Right now, it's anyone's race, but anyone who knows the 200 would know that it's just a matter of time before Gabby opens up those long limbs. It comes through. Look at Melissa at the latter part of the race. It's something that she's going to have to work on. I saw it at the end of the 100 as well. When she is getting to the line and needs to get there faster, she rolls her shoulders. She's not going to get the same extension and the same trajectory off of her stride if she does that.
You know what? When there's 100K up for grabs, roll your shoulders.
We're all going to roll our shoulders, right? Yeah.
Doesn't matter. If the form goes, she's fighting for it. That's the point. I think she knew, because Davis came back, and all of a sudden she's under pressure, because had Feely popped in there into third as well, who was charging in lane 3, could have all been different anyway.
Yep.
There is our slam champion.
Melissa, you are now 2 for 2 as slam champions. What does that mean to you?
It's a testament to all the work I've been putting in. You know, my goal for this year is to literally focus on me, no matter how hard I work. Sometimes it's just not enough for everybody, but my goal this year is to prove to everybody what I can do.
You talked about you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. What makes you uncomfortable in this league, and how are you overcoming it?
Just stepping out of my comfort zone. There's a lot of well-renowned and grounded women in the 200, and I'm not known to be a 200 runner, so I'm pushing the boundaries. I'm seeing what I got out there, and hopefully one day I'll get a win for real.
Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Gabby, you were slam champion for the long sprints 4 weeks ago. You stepped down, you're finishing strong, but talk about that transition.
I train for the 1, 2, and 4, so I do this every season. I decided it'd be a great opportunity for me to come out and compete against the best of the best in both disciplines, and that's what I did.
What can we expect from you going into Philly? Which event group will we see you in?
Well, I think I'll keep it as a surprise for now, but you will definitely be seeing me back in the short sprints and the long sprints at some point, and I'll come with it. I think I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once more. And what really happens when the fastest men on the planet line up for just 200 meters? You get 20 seconds of pure chaos, the pressure is enormous and the competition is brutal, and there is absolutely nowhere to hide. And on this day, all eyes were on American superstar Noah Lyles, with Jamaica and the rest of the world looking to challenge the American sprint machine. Lyles stepped onto the track knowing one thing: everybody wanted to beat him. But what happened next was something else entirely. From the gun to the finish line, Lyles unleashed a devastating combination of speed, power and confidence that left the field fighting for second place. This wasn't simply another 200-meter race. This was a statement. Before the starting gun, you could almost feel the tension inside the stadium. Every athlete had earned the right to be there. Every lane represented years of sacrifice, early mornings, painful training sessions and dreams of standing on top of the podium. And among them was Noah Lyles. Lyles has built a reputation as one of the most dangerous 200-meter runners in his generation. His greatest weapon isn't simply his raw speed, it's the way he attacks the second half of the race. The 200-meter is a strange event. You can't just sprint the entire distance like a 100-meter race. You have to negotiate the bend, maintain your form, conserve just enough energy, and then unleash everything you've got on the home straight. And that is where Lyle becomes extremely dangerous. Meanwhile, the Jamaican challenge added another layer of excitement. Jamaica has produced some of the greatest sprinters in history, and whenever Jamaica athletes stepped onto the track, expectations are massive. So the question was simple: could anyone stop Noah Lyles? Then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. The athletes settled into their blocks. The stadium became almost silent, heads down, eyes forward, every muscle ready to explode. Set, and then the gun. They went off. The first few steps were explosive as the athletes attacked the opening section of the race. But remember, this is the 200 meters race. The first half is about positioning. The real drama comes later. As they entered the bend, the athletes began to separate. Lyles looked composed while others were fighting to maintain their rhythm. He appeared to be building momentum. His strides opened up, his body remained controlled, and suddenly you could see the difference. The American was coming. The bend disappeared behind them and the runners entered the final straight. This was the moment when the race would be decided. And Noah Lyles had something left, a lot left. As Lyles hit the home straight, the race completely changed. This is where his acceleration became frightening, and one moment the field was still within striking. The next, Lyles was pulling away. His arms were driving, his strides were stretching, his face showed the pain that every elite sprinter knows. But his body continued moving at an incredible speed. The athletes behind him were fighting desperately, but Lyles wasn't slowing down. He looked like he had another gear hidden somewhere. And just when you thought the field might catch him, he found even more speed. The crowd erupted. The finish line was getting closer. The Jamaican challenge was still fighting, but Lyles had already created the separation he needed. This was no longer about who who would win. The question had become who would finish him behind him. As Lyle charged towards the line, the American superstar delivered the final blow. He crossed the finish line ahead of the field. Victory, another powerful reminder of why Noah Lyles is one of the most feared names in the 200-meter race. But what makes the moment like this so special isn't just the result, it's the reaction. The athletes know exactly how difficult it is to run at this level. There are no easy victories here. Different of a few hundreds of seconds can separate a champion from an athlete who finishes outside the medals, and that's why every competitor deserves respect. The Jamaican runner may not have forgotten the result they wanted, but they showed the fighting spirit that has made Jamaica one of the world's sprinting powerhouses. And that rivalry between Jamaica and the United States, it's far from over. If anything, races like this, the competition is even more exciting. Because when one nation produces a superstar, another nation immediately starts looking for the athlete capable of taking him down. And that's exactly what makes sprinting so unpredictable. Noah Lyles isn't simply winning races, he's building legacy. His confidence, personality, and willingness to embrace pressure have made him one of the most recognizable figures in modern athletics. But beneath all the celebrations is something much more important: work. Elite sprinters doesn't happen by accident. Behind every spectacular performance are thousands of hours of training, strength sessions, technique work, recovery, nutrition, mental separation, and countless moments when the body is screaming, "Please stop!" but the athletes keep going. When Lyle stepped onto the track, he wasn't only carrying his own expectations, he was carrying the expectations of an entire country. And when the pressure arrived, he responded with speed. But let's not forget the bigger picture. The battle between Jamaica and the United States has become one of the most fascinating stories in sprinting. For years, Jamaica has dominated the global sprint conversions. Names like Usain Bolt, Johan Blake, Asafa Powell, Shelleen Ann Fraser-Price, and Ellen Thompson-Hera helped establish Jamaica as a sprinting superhouses. But the United States has never stopped producing incredible talent, and athletes like Noah Lyles have made sure the American flag remains firmly planted at the top of the sprinting world. So every time these nations meet, it feels like more than just a race. It is a battle of generations, pride there. So what did we learn from this incredible showdown? First, never underestimate Noah Lyles. Second, the 200 meters can change in a heartbeat. And the third, rivalry between the United States and Jamaica is nowhere near finished. Today, Lyles may have had the last word, but tomorrow someone else could step onto the track with a different plan. So the question is, and the fans got exactly what they came for. So pure sprinting drama. The question now isn't whether Noah Lyles can dominate again. The question is, who is going to stop him? Let me know in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching. See you till the next video.